Hey, what's good, family? Come with me to go check out some art, some street art in the Bronx. Yeah, we about to go check out this artwork. Ain't up yet. You know what I'm saying? We already know what it is. I said, it ain't too bad. Like, you know what I mean?
Lord, that's how you made me in the heavens. I know I did some dirt and I ain't innocent. In isolation as I reminisce. The real reason you niggas switch. It was all about the Benjamin. It's up.
Hey, greetings, everybody. Welcome back to another one, K74 podcast. You know we in the building. So basically, what I wanted to do was give a quick update on what's been going on with the last story that I brought up with Kyle B. I'm going to show this really quickly, and we're going to jump back. So here you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to show you is going to shock you. Because guess what? The Black Panthers showed up in Atlanta. Not only did they show up, they showed us the trees. See, I'm not from Atlanta, so I just didn't think that he did that because I don't think black people hang themselves. I just don't think that's what we would do. So let me show you right now, okay?
Party. So right here at Fair Oaks Park is where our brother Kyle Bassinga was hung from a tree. We heard today that Cobb County came out telling their lies on Kyle Bassinga being lynched. Was not a lynching, it was a suicide. Now let's see the bullshit. We're here to let them know that this is our response to any of our people being killed.
Now they're about to show you the trees. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge. How about that? I'm gonna let y'all judge it.
These are the trees. Do you see how high these trees are? How many feet would you say these trees are, brother?
50 feet, yeah.
So this is a suicide. You see the kind of tree these are. As a matter of fact, come in closer to look at this. And even a monkey and a cat can't climb these trees. And he went all the way up to the top, hung himself. Though they came out here with fireman, the fire, I'm colloquially saying it, the fireman ladder to get him down.
Now they're going to show you the tree where he allegedly took his life. Now y'all judge, okay?
I'm gonna go to the exact location where they said happened at. So this is where he was supposed to have been hang at. They had to use a fireman's ladder. Look how high these damn trees are. Look how high they are.
Now someone stated that his family said that they also believe that he took his life. But listen to this. Listen to this.
And as far as his family is concerned, we know that Cobb County and others come out and talk what they talk. It is not true that the family does not want the information to be given out.
So, showing the evidence, showing the trees, showing how high up you would have to go, showing that you would have needed a ladder to get up there, do you believe that Kyle Bassinga took his life?
So as you can see, the Black Panthers, they went down to do some investigating. And I've been doing some investigating myself, and I believe that this is accurate. Like this footage that I'm showing you, I believe that it's accurate and it's true. I don't want to bring anything that's, false, AI, or anything like that. But from what I'm looking up, this is accurate information. I don't really see a major uproar like how we seen from other situations in the past that happened with people of color here in America. And I say people of color in this situation because from what I'm seeing that Kyle B was African. His parents are from Africa, from what I'm understanding. I asked a question to myself, like, why isn't it's more of us in an uproar? Like I said, like, when other situations happen, in the past, George Floyd, one of the biggest, so I'll name that one. I don't see that type of energy. So then that comes to, then I ask myself another question, like, okay, is FBA, what we consider FBA, foundational Black Americans, are they really to the point where they not getting involved with anything unless it's FBA, which for y'all that don't know, is a term called FBA. The way they explain it is not like a group or a gang or anything like that, or anything negative. It's basically, from what I'm understanding, it is a lineage to be an FBA, Foundation of Black America, meaning that you are the descendant of the slaves that was brought over here or that was either here already. So that's where I stand. I fall under that. So, but as you can see, I still reported it because I'm not associated with any group. I'm not Democrat, Republican, any of that. If anything, I would fall under the line of independent. But at the end of the day, I'm not any of that. You know what I mean? I just know what's right and I know what's wrong. I follow the Holy Bible. I follow the Most High. So with that, it's like, that's how I'm moving. So when I just seen a situation that didn't sit right with me. So at that point, I wasn't thinking, is this like, what is this guy's, is he really FBA's? I just seen a black dude hung and it seemed like foul play. Now, that can be a weakness of mine. You know what I mean? Because for the simple fact, I will be feeling sorry for people, individuals that really don't like my kind or don't like who I am or like my people, meaning Black Americans. Like, we've been getting a lot of, just a lot of just negativity coming our way. And I'm like, is it because we standing back, minding our business, and that's messing up the algorithm or something? Or what's going on for real? And I'm going to just play a couple things where where they kind of playing in our face a little bit. So here you go.
I'm Haitian. Why? Where you from? What's your background? You American? Dirty Black American?
Why you say that?
Because that's what y'all are. Dirty Black American.
She just said that.
I did. A dirty Black American. I sure did. Because that's what y'all are.
I'm saying, why would you fix your lips to say that, though? I'm confused.
Because that's just my experience. Like,
A Haitian American woman went on the Daily Wrap-Up Crew podcast calling Black Americans dirty Black Americans. And I'm sitting here wondering what we did to deserve that kind of disrespect in the first place.
Happy Black History Month to everyone except the foundational Black Americans. I hate you niggas. I hate you niggas. Let's die. Ooh. If I could gather all of you in one place with a strap to my chest, you know what time it is. We're gonna have a party and we're gonna blow up the spot.
2 hours later.
What I was speaking out against was the xenophobia that is in the foundational Black American community. If you identify with that foundational Black title, even though it is a lineage, it is a title. If you identify with it, more often than not, you have heard or used xenophobic rhetoric. I use xenophobic rhetoric out of anger. They just use xenophobic rhetoric because it's a normal day in Queens. So I completely understand where the anger could have come from, especially when they're chopping and screwing bits and pieces to make me look divisive as f***. But in reality, I really do love my people. I love my people so bad, and I want us to win so bad. But the thing is, there is no us with them. They other themselves. Not all of them, but the ones who prioritize xenophobia in their lexicon of whatever the identify as. They decide that they are going to use xenophobia as the permission slip to completely dehumanize people. And when people do it back, y'all get out of the pocket. Y'all go out of worlds and start blowing up people's views and screen recording and sharing because you're cowards. You're cowards. What I was saying in that video, in poor taste, was a criticism of the xenophobia in which y'all strapped to y'all chest like the abuse. hyperbolically. Hyperbolically. But because a lot of you are not educated and don't know the use of hyperbole, don't know the use of metaphor, don't know the use of simile, we have a problem. Because I don't want to talk down on you, because at the end of the day, it's not all Black Americans. It's specifically the ones who prioritize xenophobia. This before though. Like, I was apologetic because that's not what I meant, and I hated the fact that I hurt people and I misunderstood them and they misunderstood me. And I learned a lot about FBAs. The actual foundational Black Americans are prioritizing lineage.
Time out. Hold on. You know what I've been noticing a lot lately, just like this tether did in this video? These tethers are trying to divide up foundational Black Americans from Black Americans and African Americans. Like it's different. No, that shit is all the same. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, they label me an African American. And guess what? I despise that term. I don't go by it at all. If somebody call me that shit, I get offended. And I check that shit immediately. Don't call me no motherfucking African.
So yeah, as you can see, you know, it's just a lot of negative energy coming our way, and I'm like, so I say that to say this: I don't have any problems with anybody coming and doing things the right way. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I travel to a lot of different countries, and one thing I can say is that, you know, America, we don't, I see why people want to come over here, because I can tell you in different countries, like, you know, it's more like classism, you know what I mean? So, you know, if you are a certain class, you're not even allowed in certain areas, you know what I mean? Like, especially certain tourist areas. Like, if you're at a certain class, they looking at you and and like, it ain't, you can't go and say they discriminating or they do, you know, it's none of that in these other countries, you know what I mean? So you'll get people that want to come over here and, you know, just escape that, you know, try to just feel like they somebody, you know what I mean? And I understand that, and I do get that, you know. But at the same time, this is America, and it's rules and it's laws that if we break as citizens, they on our backs. You know what I mean? They not giving us no type of breaks, no nothing. So we definitely feel a way sitting back, you know what I'm saying? Seeing that and seeing that it's basically look like it's two justice systems, you know what I mean? So it's still gonna be trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? It's gonna get to the point it's like you doing everything the right way, and then you like, yo, you know what? Everybody else doing things the wrong way, let me do it too. Like, it gets to that point, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm just keeping it 100. Like, these are thoughts that come to my head sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, why am I trying to do things the right way? But then I gotta be like, yo, you know what? It's for the people that's looking up to me. And the first and foremost and the most important reason is I know the Most High is watching. And I gotta represent, you know, and, you know, with honor, with righteousness. But I'm human. You know, I come from my background ain't, you know, a trust fund type of background. So it's like, yeah, I get these thoughts in my head, like, why am I trying to do stuff, you know what I mean, correct, where it's people cutting corners and nothing's happening. And it's like, yo, what are we doing? Like, you know, I read one comment earlier, and it made sense. It's like, yo, it's either like we not following rules as one, as a whole, or, you know, are we all gonna get like, you know what I mean, justice and fair judgment as a whole? Like, which one is it? You know what I mean? So I really felt that comment when I read it, you know. So, but yeah, with that being said, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, because I didn't want to make this video too long. I just want to, like I said, touch on the topic that I talked about earlier and give y'all an update on that. And just basically, while I look deeper into it, like, you know, knowing the background of the individual and just kind of seeing that it wasn't really, you know, trending like I thought it would be, you know what I mean, being that something like this happened. But like I said, I'm still wishing justice for the family, because nobody deserves, you know, anything done to them unwanted, and something definitely like getting hung, you know. And as y'all can see in the video, the tree, like, how did somebody even get up there, you know what I mean, to do that, if you know, from what y'all seen in that footage. But other than that, you know, I want to thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for watching my videos. I'm seeing that my views are staying consistent. And, yo, I'm thankful for each and every view, each and every like. And with that, yo, y'all do what it do. I'm out of here.